Good evening. Today I'll be discussing expert systems. I'll be identifying issues, I'll be taking a position, and making alternatives and recommendations about any of the given situations. I'll recognize arguments that oppose this position and suggest alternatives too. So for this presentation, my topic of choice is expert systems. Let us begin by defining what expert systems are. They are computer-based programs that are designed to possess the skills and behaviors of human beings. They are expected to perform the tasks that human beings would rather have performed, such as decision-making. There are 6 steps involved in the creation of expert system. The first step is the identification of all the deliverables and listing them down. Deliverables refer to the desired results or products of the system. An example is the number of units that the system will produce. The second step is laying out the process that will be involved in the delivery process. The process laid out should be faster and cheaper. It should also lead to quality products. The third step in the creation of an expert system is a determination of the optimal level of expertise for each steps involved. This means making sure that every step of this process is aligned with the right level of expertise such that the lower expertise employees are not working on higher expertise steps. The fourth step is controlling for consistency. This is a step that ensures that the variabilities that could occur in the expert system functionality are reduced. Automation is one way to minimize variability and errors. The fifth step is mapping out the key components of the expert system. This step involves adding tools to the system and make it perform best. It also involves training and controlling of the system. The sixth step and the final step is evaluating the system. Like any other system or project, this is a step that is necessary to ensure that the expert system is performing at its best, at its prime. This is paramount in ensuring that the user gets the most value out of their system. This diagram here shows the general structure of an expert system. The first component of the system are the interpreter and the inference machine. They are closely linked to the knowledge base rules and database context and set of facts. The major components of the expert system are knowledge acquisition subsystem, knowledge base facts, inference mechanisms, reasoning with uncertainty, explanation subsystem, and user interface. The knowledge base and inference mechanism are both considered knowledge engineers. Onto these components in detail. Knowledge base is a store containing all the facts necessary for the expert system to function. The reasoning machine is another component, which is an inference mechanism that is used to manipulate the symbolic information and knowledge contained in the knowledge base. These machines range from if to then rules to case-based reasoning. These two components work hand in hand together. The knowledge acquisition subsystem is another component which helps the experts to build knowledge bases. This involves collecting the necessary information to help in problem solving. The explanation subsystem is a component of the expert system which explains all the functions that the system performs. The user interface is a very important component of the expert system. This is important because it lays out how the system will communicate or interact with the user. This needs to be very efficient to ensure that the system optimally performs at its prime. If the user interface is poor, the system might fail. This is a component that is important in the utility of any expert system in general. The expert system has so many applications in today's society. To mention a few: diagnosis and troubleshooting of devices and systems, planning and scheduling, financial decision making, configuring manufactured objects from sub-assemblies, knowledge publishing, design and manufacturing, process monitoring, and control. All these applications have a great use of the different expert systems involved. What benefits does one get out of the expert system? Now that is a question that's that takes a stance regarding this. They help in reducing costs involved in training employees. The process of making decisions becomes centralized since one system is being used. The different levels of human expertise are also combined by the system, hence the best. The system also comes in handy in storing a huge amount of information in general. Finally, the system will help in minimizing the errors and humans. Excuse me. Finally, this system helps in minimizing the errors that humans could potentially perform. It is programmed, hence it is close to perfection. Like any other system, there are risks involved with using this system. These can be viewed as the disadvantages of using expert systems. One of these risks is the lack of creativity. The system is created to follow a specific set of guidelines and a certain way of doing things, hence not innovative. The system also makes it difficult to automate complex systems. It is not also flexible, hence cannot adapt to the ever-changing society. Finally, this is a system that does not explain any of its functions. What examples of expert systems are there today? MYCIN is a system that identifies the bacteria that are likely to cause acute infections. It is applied in the medicine field all throughout. Dendrol is a system used for chemical analysis to predict molecular structures. PXDES system, on the other hand, is used to predict the degree and type of lung cancer. CADET, CADET, is another system that could be used to identify early stages of cancer. That is about it. Thank you very much for listening to my presentation, and appreciate it.